Hey guys, this is PreppingForSHTF. We have finished up with day one of Blade Show, and I'm going to show you real quick. This is my haul for day one. This might end up being, like, in terms of like knives, my biggest haul, because picked up most of my goal knives, the ones that I came here for today. We'll show you those in a minute. This is going to be very unpolished and unedited. I just want to get this out quick. If you want a more polished summary video of the entire trip, that's going to be coming later on. So don't judge it. If this is the first time on my channel, don't judge this video. I usually do, my editing is usually much more polished than this. This is just a quickie video to give a little brief idea of what day one, you know, some of the companies I talked to and the haul that I got on swag and whatnot. All right, so let's go right into it. We got some stickers, of course. EDQ, this is actually another YouTube channel. Some of you may already be familiar with her. I met her over at the booth for Exodus Knife and Tool, where I was actually helping out over there as like a guest meet and greet for Jacob's company. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I got one of the knives that he designed here. And this company here, I'm going to try to catch again tomorrow. This is Glow Rhino. Had a really cool conversation with them, and this is, if you can see it, this is a tritium fob, and they got a glow-in-the-dark patch. They had some really cool glow-in-the-dark kit. A lot of it was made with tritium, of course, and I hope to show you some of that stuff in the future. Stay tuned. We're gonna try to catch them tomorrow and see if we can talk a little bit more. All right, and then, of course, I got a first person I ran into at the show today was Greg from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Good guy, good friend. He caught me. He said, "Sarge," and I didn't recognize him because he was in a banana costume. But he stopped me and he said, "Here, take a hat." So that was the first piece of swag I got. And then one of the first tables I went to was, of course, my friend Thomas Nuge from Knives by Nuge. He gave me a hat as well, and I bought one of his knives right here, which I will show you. All right. And then the next thing here is Rosecraft Knives. So I stopped by this table here, spoke to these people, very cool company, good people. I'll do a full knife review on this as well, but let me show you this real quick. This is the bowfin, I believe. So again, everything I show you today, this is not so much a full review. That's going to come later on. This is just to give you a little sneak preview of knives that you'll be seeing later on in full videos and probably in some shorts. So I believe this is called the bowfin from Rosecraft Knives. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that baby's thick. We like that. We like them thick. That actually, I mean, I don't chop with my pocket knives with my folders, but that actually feels like it could chop. Wow. Ooh, nice drop shutty. Let's see if we can do. I'll have to play around with that. All right, we got some jimping on the back. Not a ton. That feels good in the hand. It's beefy. All right, stay tuned. We're gonna do a full review on that, and that might end up being my next knife review. I believe that's called the bowfin, and that is from Rosecraft Knives. And remember, I know I saw so many knives and handled so many knives today. I actually didn't remember what I was going to be seeing when I opened that one today, just because, like, I swear I probably handled 100 different knives today. All right, next one was, I told you I was going to be doing this. I got myself a new Genesis, and I'll explain the reason for that if you missed that video. So the Genesis is a really solid bushcraft knife. Like, this is actually the knife that a lot of people take when they go on the show alone. And I have another Genesis, and the reason why I wanted to replace it is the one that I have is the Carly Fairchild model that I bought off of Carly Fairchild, and she signed the box for me. So she's been on my show before, and she's on seasons 2 and 5 of Alone. So if the name sounds familiar and you couldn't place it. So we did an interview with her a while back. She's usually one of the teachers at Georgia Bushcraft. I've learned quite a few cool skills from her. But I didn't want to mark up that knife because it was kind of special, because I consider Carly a friend and a great teacher. And so that knife was kind of special for me. I wanted one that I was going to be able to work with and not be afraid to get it dinged up and scratched up. So that's what this one's going to be. So this one's going to put some work in. and you'll probably see it in a lot of videos in the future. All right, next one is, let's take a look at this is the chickpea from Thomas Nuge, Knives by Nuge. Now I've shown you one of his other knives before, the EDN, and I've used that in a few shorts and whatnot. This is the chickpea. This is one of his newer knives, and the size on this, and it's so lightweight, feels awesome. Again, you're gonna get a full review on this. Just feels so good in the hands. Really like this one. This is the chickpea, and there's different colored handles available for you. There's even like an ironwood one. You need to check that out on his website. That is the chickpea from Knives by Nuge. That was one of the knives I specifically had in mind when I was coming for Blade Show that I wanted to get. And I got one more to show you here. All right, so remember I was telling you about Jacob from Exodus Knife and Tools. This is one of the knives that he designed. You're gonna love this, and I wanna show you. I'm breaking the seal on this. Several people wanted to see this knife, and I said, nope, I'm gonna do this with my audience. We are gonna break the seal on this together right now. You guys are gonna be seeing this at the same time as me. Now, of course, I saw the floor models for this, so I knew what I was buying. Look at that box. Really, really cool. All right. So this is the Adventure Craft brick. Kydex sheath, 59 hardness rating. Blade steel is S35VN. All right. Okay, and this is one that's gonna go in you know, basically the safe or the trophy case, whatever. So check that out. Now, those look like the kind of bricks that you played with when you were a kid, right? This is such a cool, fun design. Now don't say the trade name there, because I don't know if it's copyright or not. So that's why we're calling it the Adventure Bricks. Beautiful Kydex sheath. Look at that blade. This is not going to get used, folks. I'll do some paper tests when I do the full review on this, but this one's going in the safe too. Just a fun, unique knife. Now you could. This is absolutely a practical piece of art. You could use yours. I'm just choosing not to. I have certain knives that I work with that I use, and there's certain ones that I collect. This is one of my collection. This is going to be one of my collection knives. So this is the Adventure Craft brick. And I gotta tell you, it is really fun to hold, and just immediately, like, that brings back like childhood memories and stuff, doesn't it? Right? Just fun. It's a good knife. Definitely want you to check out his Instagram and his webpage. It's Exodus Knife and Tool. I know that's it says White River. I think that's the company that he contracted with to produce these, but he's the designer. All right. And if you guys want, maybe we can get him on the channel for a live stream to talk about his works. You really got to see some of the stuff he's doing. It's pretty amazing. All right. So let me turn the camera here. Folks, I am having a blast at Blade Show. If you get the chance to go in the future, definitely go to, if not the Atlanta one, which is the biggest one in the world. There's also 2 other ones in the United States, and I believe there's even one somewhere in Europe. You definitely need to check this out. So many great knife manufacturers there. Just been interacting with so many other influencers and content creators and YouTube channels and Instagram, bushcraft content creators, just having such a blast. I really cannot tell you how much this is like a once in a lifetime experience that you need to go if you get the chance, right? Now, I know for you firearm enthusiasts, there's SHOT Show. For those of us who are more knife enthusiasts, there's Blade Show. You got to check it out. All right, let's kill this video now. Don't worry, there's definitely more footage coming, and it's going to be much, much more polished than this. I promise. This is not my typical kind of video, but I wanted to get some information out to you about how day one went. All right? Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.